histories. For the most part, the commands themselves prepared these histories. Some are outstanding, some are dreary, but all are akin in that they were prepared by participants who had just lived through the events recorded. The writers also had at hand the maximum amount of the command's file material likely ever to be available, since most of the never-ebbing tide of paperwork must be given the deep six. Therefore, they should have captured information on events which is not now discoverable. These histories were prepared for the record, not for publication. They have served their purpose admirably as a fount of irreplaceable information. We in the Navy turn to them constantly for how it was done in the 10th Fleet, in the Mediterranean, in the Pacific, in the South Atlantic, in the many parts of the world where the complex, many-faceted Navy serves America and freedom. Organization, procedures followed, lessons learned as in anti-submarine warfare, these we daily profit by in many parts of the Navy. The manuscripts have also been invaluable to serious civilian historians. Some of the manuscript histories reached a quality of excellence that merited publication when the need and demand should arise. One of this select group appears in the following pages. This thorough and objective account of the operations of PT boats in the U.S. Navy in World War II was prepared in the year after VJ Day by an officer who served in them through most of the war in the far reaches of the Pacific. He knew and loved these small, fast craft with hornet sting. They played their part with zest in the far-reaching, powerful Navy team. He gave to the research into the records, into the memories of other participants, and to the writing itself the same zest. As a result, he produced a ship-shape manuscript. Over the past 16 years, a steady flow of researchers have gone to this manuscript for information, some for naval studies in the important area of close-in fighting, some to write for publication. The number interested in it has grown measurably recently, hence publication seemed appropriate so that it will be readily available wherever needed. Preparation for publication has included careful reading and some slight revision by Captain F. Kent Loomis and Mr. Dean Allard of this office and by Captain Bulkley. Mr. Allard and his colleague, Mr. Bernard F. Cavalcante, also checked the manuscript for accuracy against the large body of records in our possession, which now include captured ones not available to the author in 1945-46. Captain Bulkley has also generously given his time in helping Commander D.V. Hickey and Lieutenant Commander Mary J. Linderman of the Curator section of this office select the illustrations and in providing some not available in our large collection. Mr. Jesse B. Thomas has supervised the proofing, makeup, indexing, and other problems in voyaging from manuscript to finished book, assisted by Mr. Donald R. Martin. This manuscript was prepared under the same overall rules of the road as the incomparable Samuel Eliot Morison series. That is to say, this office provided the source material, space and support in writing, checking of facts, review of manuscript, and other aid helpful to a writer. The fabric of the story, its presentations and conclusions, however, are Captain Bulkley's. It is really, of course, the book of the PT boat sailors. The Navy list in World War II included at the height some 7,000 ships of PT boat LCI size and up. Yet so vast were the duties throughout the world that ships were almost always in short supply for any task. Over 80 types of warships made up this global fleet. Sailors on mighty aircraft carriers and battleships, or even minesweepers and LSTs, called PT boats spitkits, only partly in jest. Not so with most career officers in the Navy, and especially not those who had long served America at sea, like Admiral Nimitz. He knew that the responsibilities of the fleet were great, and the ships too few for far-spreading tasks. He knew that PTs could not, of course, do the tasks of the mighty aircraft carriers, the battleships, cruisers, the workhorse destroyers, the silent submarines, or the many necessary special types like the amphibs, the net ships, the degaussers, the rocket ships. He knew the 1,001 duties.